we're going to talk about how to make $100,000 per month or more with your martial arts school in this video. Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer Waters. I'm the founder of Figure Dojo. We help school and academy owners turn their passion into profit. And I'm going to walk you through step by step what I did to generate over $100,000 per month on average with my own brick and mortar martial arts school. So you're going to follow me around the school and I'm going to show you everything that we do on a regular basis, how you can do the exact same thing too. All right, so let's talk about the very first thing that you're going to need to do. And that is going to be to master marketing. If you're not mastering the ability to market your martial arts school, it's going to be extremely difficult to be able to actually get $100,000 plus per month. Because a big piece of the strategy that you're going to have to put into place is you are going to need new students, which we'll talk about in just a moment. But you've got to have really great marketing. Okay, when it comes to marketing, what I'm talking about is you need to be able to work on two sources of traffic. You got to have the warm traffic, people that already know about you, people that are excited about what you have to offer, people that are aware that your school or academy actually solves that problem in their life. And then you have to have cold traffic, people who've never thought about martial arts before. They've never had any clue, any idea at all that martial arts should help them in any way. And they didn't even know you existed. And you got to have both warm and cold traffic. When you have both of them together, you have something that I call omnipresence marketing, which means you literally are everywhere. People can't go anywhere without thinking or knowing that you exist. And once you have that, you can start hitting that $100,000 plus per month all the time. But you also have to have new students. You need people signing up on a regular basis. Now, when you have that new student coming in the door, you should have a couple of different ways that they can actually get started. So they should be paying you a regular recurring fee. They're going to be paying you every single month, every week, whatever it is that you charge. So you also need the option to be able to charge them something where they can pay in advance for what you have to offer. And this is where I see a lot of school and academy owners get stuck and they don't actually offer this even as an option. And because they don't offer it as an option, what ends up happening is they only take small payments for their program, but they never take a large payment up front, which reduces the amount of cash that they can actually generate in a month. Now, you shouldn't do that for everybody. And if you are cashing out everybody, it means that your price is too low and that the market is telling you that you could actually charge more. So you do have to have proper pricing in order for this strategy to work. But if you're trying to get from $100,000 to $150,000 a month, somewhere around there, you got to have that marketing on point, and then you have to have a constant flow of new students, because I guarantee you, if you're between $100,000 to $150,000 a month, and you're doing that on the regular with your school, you probably also have a retention issue, meaning maybe it's not an issue, but retention is a huge piece of the puzzle. Because let's say that you're losing on average 5% of your student body. Well, at 100 students, 5% isn't even one person a month. Like it's nothing. But when you start going up and you start, let's say you're at 200 students and you're losing 5%, well, you're losing 10 students, right? So every single month, just to be where you were before, you have to break even by enrolling 10, and then you're going to have to enroll 10 more. And so this is why it's really hard to continuously grow once you've hit 250, 300 students, because just to get past that attrition, that churn, you're going to have to enroll more than what you're losing, and you're going to still have to gain. So 250 to 350 to 450 to 550 and so on, it becomes really, really challenging because of the fact that you're always going to have a percentage of that student body that's leaving. And sometimes it's things that you can't do anything about. Like they just leave because they move out of the area. And sometimes it is very much what you have to do in your school, and you could do something about, like the quality of your mats, which, by the way, why don't we head over there right now? So what happens out here on a daily basis is really going to determine whether or not you get people sticking with you. Now, that brings me to the next point, which is beyond enrolling new students, you need to have your retention under control, and you need to make sure that you're actually keeping students for a long time. Your overall lifetime value of that student should be longer than 3 to 6 months. If you find that people are dropping off every 6 months, it literally means that you have to replace your entire student body 2 times a year, which is rough. So if you can get people staying longer than that, you don't need to replace them twice a year. What it ultimately allows you to do is when people are happy, they're excited about classes, the next thing that happens is they'll want to stay and they'll want to dive even deeper with you. And once you've gotten them to dive deeper with you, the next thing to do is to offer some sort of ascension program, some sort of program where they can pay you a little bit more to be able to get more access or to go deeper into what you have to offer out here on the mats. And that is where you're going to be making some additional revenue leading up to that $40,000, $50,000 per month. The other thing that I think that you have to keep in mind is that when you're trying to really grow your school and you're trying to get from 100 to 150,000 on a regular basis, you're going to need to make sure that you have something really important, and that's retail. Now, your retail can be a couple of different things. The retail in and of itself can be that you have stuff in stock, like we have all this stuff that's in stock on a regular basis. Or it could be in the form of having an online store, or it could be in the combination of both. I think for the people that do it really, really well, like I would say that we do it really, really well inside of our own school, they have a combination of both. They have in-house merchandise that you can actually purchase because you can see it, touch it, feel it for all the students that are coming in and out of the school. And then they also have an online store so that you can market to your student population whenever you want. And that is a key indicator of how much you're going to be able to do as far as retail. And then, of course, the other thing that you have to keep in mind is that when you do have retail and you are selling retail on a regular basis, you've got to be able to stock that retail. You've got to be able to, essentially have a warehouse full of retail items that you can sell on a regular basis. And if you don't have that, it's going to be hard for you to continuously pump out retail as a big push. I would say that the vast majority of our retail and the success of our retail is because we have somewhere to store it and we can stock it. And then at the same time, we also have an online store. So we're constantly pushing out products to people that have bought online and now they're picking it up at the school. The other thing to keep in mind is that aside from marketing and new students and retaining the students and upgrading them into an ascension program and doing retail, you have to have really freaking amazing events. The events do two things. When you have an event, ultimately what it's doing is allowing your students to experience your school on a different type of level. And when they can experience your school on a different type of level, they tend to stick with you longer. So it really ends up being a retention event. But at the same time, if you're charging for that event, now because you're charging for that event, you're generating more revenue for your school. And on top of it, if you charge for the event and allow people from the outside, friends, to come in to the event, either at a price, like you charge them for it too, or you let friends from the outside come in for free, which is our preferred method, now you have a constant stream of new students because now you're getting warm referrals. Remember, we talked about those two traffic sources earlier. So listen, there's a lot of ways for you to go about getting to that $100,000, $150,000 a month mark. But ultimately, having all these things working together is what allows you to hit 7 figures on a consistent basis. Now, is every single month going to be a month where you're at like 130,000 or something like that? Probably not. But you're going to be able to do this on a regular basis with one school in a local area that can support it. If you're firing on all cylinders, if you're doing all the things I'm talking about. And listen, if you want to discover, maybe you're not at the point where you're like $100,000 a month. I just want to do $10,000 a month. I don't know what stage of your journey you're in, but what I would recommend is that you jump into our 7-Figure Dojo Secrets for School and Academy Owners Facebook group. I give away a ton of resources all the time. Free trainings are even more in-depth than this one. I also have a lot of resources, templates, scripts, things like that. Ultimately, my goal is to destroy all the gurus out there in this space by giving away everything that I know for free. And for those people who want to work with me on a deeper level, you want me to actually help implement the things that I give away, you can obviously do that by going to 7figuredojo.com, and we can go a little bit more in depth about what we do and how we help schools. Until next time, guys, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.